Yo, what's going on, guys? It's been Jedi. So, today we're going to be looking at many of the Republican senators who have basically taken off all the lockdown rules from their cities and from their states. So, we're basically going to be diving into why they did that and why it actually helps and why some people don't like it. Alright, so as always, let's go. Alright, so let's start off with where it all started. We have Idaho, right? Pretty, it's like a mixed state. Sometimes they go Republican, and this year we're not sure, but if they go Republican, it's probably because of what they're doing. So basically, what they did was they just said that we're gonna take off all the COVID stuff, and we're just done. Of course, the senator's a Republican senator, but he basically said that we're gonna be opening everything up. We are not gonna be mandating a mask as much as we did, and all schools are gonna be working fine, and everything's gonna be okay. We're gonna be back to normal. And as soon as he did that, many other Republican senators around the world or around the country basically said, you know what, we're going to implement that too because we're done with this COVID thing. And they basically just decided that they're going to take COVID into their own hands and they're just opening everything up again. And if this works out fine and things are controlled, then we know that the Democrats have been lying because they've been saying that the virus is getting way out of hand. Of course, President Trump has been saying that it's not, it's controlled. So at the end of the day, we will know for exact how it's going to work out. But for now, most Republican states are being open again. Now, of course, if you do live in the Democratic states, you have to still follow these COVID-19 rules because they do not want the spread of the virus. But in these Republican states, schools are back, and so far, so good, I must say, because all these spreads haven't been that bad in these places. Most of these places where the virus has been spreading a lot, they're actually doing okay, and it's not like many people are just dying and many people are getting the COVID-19 cases. They're just doing fine. So we'll just see how long this lasts and if the Republican senators are going to be fine. And we'll see if the Democratic senators also pick this up. Because one of the main reasons why they would want to pick this up is because if they do pick up what the Republican senators are doing, then the whole country is going to be going back to normal. And of course, the Democrats would not want that, right? That leads me to my third point, which is basically why the Democrats are not trying to go back to normal. Because if they go back to normal before the election ends, then they're going to, what are people going to say? Okay, we had a pandemic, President Trump was in charge, and he ended it. All the credit's going to go to President Trump. The reason that people don't want to be opening up these states, especially the Democrats, is because they don't want President Trump to get the credit. They want to wait till Joe Biden, if he does get elected, and then they'll say, all right, you know what, guys, we're done. We're going to turn off all these masks. We're done. Because then they're going to be like, all right, President Trump was there. He failed at this. We elected Joe Biden, and Joe Biden was able to, just cure the virus. That's their goal. And of course, if that's their goal, that's what they're going to do. It's not going to work out because these Republican senators are just taking over. And pretty soon, the Democratic senators have to also follow this because they can't just be sitting there in the dust and not tell their people the truth and not let their people do what they want to do, which is basically go out and live normally. So that is basically where we stand in our country, divided as always, which is pretty stupid because at the end of the day, we're trying to fight Republicans versus Democrats. We're trying to fight, race and race. At the end of the day, we should just be all connected as Americans because the other worlds are pretty connected. Coming out of the other worlds, you don't really hear about Biden or Trump. Coming out of Russia, you don't hear about Putin versus some other guy who's also pushing. They just follow their president. They just follow their leader. And that's just how it goes. So that's all I have to say, guys, for this video. I will see you tomorrow with a brand new video. Bye.